Guys, something happened with my phone and I'm not happy because now we've got to merge videos. And I've had trouble with iPlayer in the last few things. We'll see if it'll work. If not, I may just post these in two separate videos because, like I said, I've been having trouble with my equipment recently, so I may just post this in two separate videos. But oh well. One, two. So, yes, welcome back, guys. This is part two of the Granny Square hat because my phone did something weird and my merging equipment app is doing something weird. So, you guys are just going to have to bear with me on this one. But I will post these both at the same time. But I am a little frustrated because my phone did something weird. But, guys, just bear with me. But we are on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, row 7 of our Granny Square hat here. We are doing our normal tension on this row and chaining 2. I'll slip stitch here, fasten off. Now we need white. Pick a different chain space to make your standing. Double crochet in. Do 2 more double crochets to make your granny. Chain 2. And repeat around. I want to move my leg a little bit, guys. To be fair, I watch everything in the Olympics, but the ones I mentioned before are my favorites. We got 2. If somehow you've come into this video without watching part 1, I am Sarah, the creator behind One Hook Two Hands, and I want to welcome you. Say I typically refer to all of my watchers and subscribers and followers as butterflies, the butterfly kaleidoscope, because butterflies remind me of hope and joy, and each and every one of you bring me hope and joy. Anytime you come and watch me, and the kaleidoscope is because when butterflies land or take off in a group, it is called a kaleidoscope. And so if you are landing with me today, I hope you flutter on over to the like button and hit that like button. Or if you would flutter on over to the subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. I appreciate you being here. We are talking about the Olympics and making this little skull cap, granny square skull cap, as a result of it being time for the Winter Olympics. I enjoy making this. This is a pattern that I originally created back in 2014, I think. 2012, 2014 for the Winter Olympics. 2014. And I've enjoyed making since. We are just, I'm kind of doing it real time here. As I am watching Olympics go on in the background, I'm watching Sweden absolutely dominate France, which, yay, Sweden! But yeah, in honor of the Olympics, I wanted to share an Olympic crochet thing that I make. So here we are. And 1, 2, and it's just a really simple granny square cluster and stitch hat that I make. I like making this in all different school teams. On my original one, and I will do a separate video just for this little flower, but I like to add this little flower embellishment, or you can put a pom-pom on the top. But I like doing the flower embellishment for this, and you gotta admit, it turns out pretty cool. But I will do a separate video on that, especially now that my phone did something weird and split this video into 2 pieces. It has been a day, guys, but we are coming to the home finish here. We got one more granny row before we then do the single crochets to finish it off. So 2, 3. Try to find a position where this would be the most comfortable to do. And you guys can see really well. I hope I've done a good job today because I am struggling. But one last granny stitch, chain 2 into top of that. We're gonna slip stitch, fasten off, pull through, tie off there. So we got that. Now we're gonna go ahead and weave in the ends. And guys, I know how random it is to see me do this before the end of a project. However, I've had enough work with this particular project to know if you do not do this part now, you will regret it later. This one where weaving in the ends beforehand is important. You may have to do some like finish up put them in, or you may have to do some follow-ups, which this red one did not turn out very well. I don't think I did this one well. Gosh, guys, I may just cut this. It doesn't behave. Okay, and now we're on to, we can go ahead and follow up the white because we have finished with the white, except for when we do the flower. Now we just need our blue. And again, just make a standing double crochet in any of the chain two spaces. You can kind of crochet loose here, but you don't really need to at this point with the eye hook because you're going to chain. Let's see. And Sweden is continuing to steamroll France, guys. Chain two, and then just granny stitch and chain two all the way around. And I need to pull up some of my blue so it will stop being inky on me. Just give me a second, guys, here. Had some yarn land on the mic, so if it made any noise, guys, I do apologize. But yeah, you're just chaining two and double crocheting for three in each chain two space from the previous row around. You end up with 3 repeats of red, white, and blue in your cap. So see red, white, blue 1, red, white, blue 2, red, white, blue 3. And then you're going to just use the same blue to finish it off. Whatever your final granny color is, that is the color that the brim of the hat will be, unless you decide to change it. Now, you could change it. I have never done that, honestly, with any of the ones I've made. I have done like if I have color changing yarn, I have done solid ones, and I am actually going to make for next Monday. I will have one that is Solid is a color changing yarn that I will do the pattern for. Um, yeah, you know what I mean. Guys, words are hard today, and my spoony brain is very spooned. I've slept most of today and still struggled with words and doing life, so it is what it is. But I am trying to do this in a way that you guys have a happy Olympic crochet pattern. Considering I didn't really get any Christmas ones out, given the spoonie. But for those of you who don't know, I have a rare chronic condition known as autonomic sensory small fiber neuropathy. It's a bit like having trigeminal, if you've heard of that one, also known as the disease where people end up taking their lives a lot of the time. I basically, instead of having it just in the trigeminal nerve, it's like having it in all of your nerves, is what I have. Is the easiest way to explain it to people. So my small nerves in my body are all deteriorating because my immune system's attacking them. And these are the reason it's called autonomic is because the autonomic system is what controls your breathing, your digestion, your heart rate, your ability to sleep at night, all of those things. And they all get affected by my disease. So, um, so pause that thought real quick. But you chain two on your final, you slip stitch into the top of this, but instead of fastening off, we are going to chain one, single crochet back into that same stitch. So you go yarn over, pull through, you got two loops, yarn over, pull through one, and then you're going to single crochet in each stitch, double crochet. So yarn over or into the loop, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through two, do that again, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through two. Into your chain two spaces, you're going to do two. So one, two, and you just continue that around. But yeah, all of those functions are affected by my disease. So, for example, um, constipation, diarrhea, um, feeling like your stomach's full or empty, all of those things, your stomach emptying like normal, um, and doing its job can and cannot happen at times. Your ability to turn off does and doesn't happen. So again, you can go several days without sleep just because your brain does not actually turn off. Um, let's see. A lot of POTS. A lot of almost every one of us who has this has POTS, which is positional orthostatic hypertension syndrome, which is basically when I stand up, my blood pressure drops. So that's fun. It also affects your heart rate. Your heart rate can go really fast. Um, at the drop of a dime. um, what else? Um, you can have nerve ticks, several types of nerve pain, just a whole bunch of fun. So I'm a spoonie. um, I don't say the abbreviation out loud because I don't say the acronym because, like, most have fun little acronyms like um, POTS, for example, easy one, right? Well, mine spells ASSFN. So, yeah, you can't really say that one out loud without getting dinged. on here or elsewhere. So, because people will think you're saying something you're not. But in the meantime, we are completing this around. So again, just single crocheting in each double crochet and then two single crocheting in each chain two space. Eh, work with me. Be here. 1, 2. Almost there. 2 and 3. 1, 2. And you're going to slip stitch to the top of the crochet, not the chain one that you did, but the first single crochet. Okay. Yay. So that's your first row done. Now you're going to chain one, single crochet into that same space. Again, that chain one does not count as a beginning stitch, and then you're just going to single crochet in every stitch around. Yeah, Canada and the US play and women's hockey play on Thursday. That's going to be a fun game. They're always them, us playing Sweden. They're always good games. So I'm interested to see the Canada US game. That'll be fun. Let's see here. This does not take this long typically to crochet, but because I am filming it for you guys, it is taking me a little longer than normal. I am finding so, and I did do one beforehand just to because it's been so long since I've done this pattern, just to refamiliarize myself with it. Because it'd been a minute. So we're almost all the way around here. The second row. Then we get to do some decreases, so it gets a little bit faster. Also, I'm not crocheting at my normal speed right now, guys. The pain fatigue is a lot. I feel a bit like I'm crocheting through molasses or walking through molasses day to day right now, so it is what it is. But glad I could get on here and do this and get this out relatively on time in celebration for the Olympics. When you get back over here, slip stitch into the single crochet, not the chain one, the single crochet. Now you're going to chain one, single crochet into the same stitch, and then you're going to do 6 more single crochets, 2 for a total of 7, so that'll be 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you're going to single crochet 2 together. So what does that look like? And I'm going to try to really make sure it focuses here for me. But what that looks like is you go into your stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. You now have 3 on your hook, you yarn over, pull through all 3, and that is how you single crochet 2 together. Now you're going to do 7 more single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you're going to single crochet 2 together. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to go slow one more time. So you go yarn your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. You've got 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3, and then you do 7 more single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Single crochet 2 together. Why did I chain? Y'all, you can tell I'm tired. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We'll crochet 2 together. 2, 6, 7. And 3, 4. Crochet 2 together. 1. We're getting close now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Single crochet 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so you'll end up only doing 6 single crochets right here. As you finish, you'll do 6 single crochets and then you'll single crochet the last 2 together. And then slip stitch to the top of this stitch right here. Now you're going to switch to your H hook. Chain 1, and you're going to just do a single crochet row all the way around. So you do single crochet in that same stitch, and then you just single crochet in each stitch around. So I always like the cute commercials that they come out with for the Olympics. What's your favorite one so far? My favorite one has got to be the like gold medal um Hershey's chocolate one. That's my favorite Olympic commercial I've seen so far. Where they're talking about like what it means to win the medals, and then their parents come up, and then they watch a video of showing like what their parents want for them this Olympics. Yeah, I find that really cute. Love to hear your responses to some of these Olympic questions down below. One, two, three. This is 4. see here. We're almost all the way around on this row. And then sorry for bumping you guys. So now we're going to slip stitch to the top of that first single crochet. We'll chain one, single crochet into the same stitch. And why is my hair getting caught up right there? We're going to single crochet. You're going to do 4 more single crochets, so a total of 5 single crochets. 3, 4, and 5. Then you're going to single crochet 2 together. So 5, and then single crochet 2 together on this round. So 2, 3, 4, right? Yeah, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. I think I might have done a boo-boo here, guys. Yep. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 together. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. two together, two, three, five, two together, two, three, four, five. Just going to do one more here, six, and then do these two together. And then slip stitch to the top one here. Chain one, single crochet in this next row. Now you're going to do 3 more single crochets for a total of 4, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to slip stitch 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 4, slip stitch 2 together. 2, 3, 4. 2 together. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 together. 3, 4. 2, 4. 3, 4. Stitch 2 together. 2, 3, 4. Stitch 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on this last one, you do 5. And then slip stitch 2 together. And then slip stitch to the top of that stitch. And now you're going to switch over to your G hook. One. Then you're going to do 2 rows with just single double crochets here using your G hook. So we started with our G hook and we end with our G hook. Go G, H, I, and then back to H and then back to G in this pattern. I know I'm kind of just slowing down, guys, but trying to finish this off here with you guys. But it is really just as simple as 2 rows with your G hook of single crochets all the way around. We're on the last, final to last row. We're almost there. But when you finish, you just slip stitch and you weave in the ends and you are done. And you know what? I'm getting really, really tired, guys. So I'm just going to leave it with do 1 more row with a single crochet. I'm going to start it here. I may not finish it on here just because of how I'm feeling. I'm starting to feel really weird, which is normal for my disease, but I'm having a really weird feeling, so I'm going to get off here in just a second. But this last row, you chain 1, you go back into this stitch and make your single crochet, and you single crochet around, and then when you get to the end, you fasten off, slip stitch, weave in your ends, and you have a skull toboggan that looks like this. And that is your Granny Square skull toboggan. I probably tomorrow or later, I will do a video on how to make the flower that goes with it. But I am grateful for you guys for watching both part 1 and part 2 of this video. Like I said, I've had trouble with my equipment this week, but you guys have been awesome for hanging in there with me. Excuse my yawn. I love y'all. Thank you for staying with me. If you like this video, please hit like. If you want to see more like it, please hit subscribe. I am trying to get to 500 subscribers. When we do, we will do a 500 giveaway. And that is all. Love you, my butterflies, and have a good week. Bye.